Hello, this is RICKY, the mainstream movie guy. Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about the X-Men Apocalypse trailer. Now this trailer had one job to do, and that was to calm us as fans down because we were so upset with the Ivan Ooze apocalypse. It was horrible. The entire, fan community of X-Men who knew who Apocalypse was pissed off, and it really upset us because I don't care what you say, he was purple. He was purple. This was seen in multiple things that he was purple, and then when they course corrected a little bit in the Entertainment Weekly stuff, then you got to see, oh, well, no, but he still looked horrible. He still looked pretty bad. And then this looks different. This looks really different from that first X-Men Apocalypse shot. So yes, I do believe they did a lot of reshoots, did a lot of premiere editing. A lot of editing was done in this to make Apocalypse look better. Now, what did I think about the actual entire trailer? Well, the trailer I thought set the tone. I like the idea of, the line that everyone loves, kind of like, oh, the Four Horsemen, he got that one from the Apocalypse. Or, sorry, he got that one from the Bible. Or the Bible got it from him. I love that just different sense that, yes, Apocalypse is this old, and he did kind of start all of this, so it really changed the course of history in a sense. And that he's done this every time, and every time he's been successful, every bad thing that's ever happened, basically plague-wise or anything like that, has been him. So this is really interesting, and yes, I'm really intrigued by it. Apocalypse is probably my favorite villain, one of my favorites in the Marvel Universe entirely, and by far my favorite X-Men villain. So I really, really hope they get this right. Now, in this, we see a lot of different things and some misdirects. So a lot of people have said, like, oh, thank God, even though Apocalypse looks smaller, he gets big. We see him get big when he's forcing down, but that's not in real life. This is actually in Xavier's mind. Why? Because Xavier is standing in this fight, and it has that hue, like it's not in reality. This is happening in Xavier's mind, which is why Xavier can punch. I mean, I don't mean that in metaphorical, like, oh, because Xavier's not a strong person, especially compared to Apocalypse. But in the mind, oh, Xavier's very strong. He's the strongest he's ever come across. Now, while Xavier would ultimately be stronger in Apocalypse mentally, we don't know what powers Bryan Singer has decided to give Apocalypse in terms of like mind control, things like that. But we see that obviously Apocalypse, while he's trying to attack him, he not only grabs him but then actually grows and then puts him down. So again, the thing you have to remember though is that this was a dream. So we do not, or not a dream, but a mind battle. So we actually do not know if this is true. Go back and take a look. Xavier is standing. He's not on any kind of platform. He wasn't being dragged by someone either. He was actually he was standing, and then he threw a punch. That's exactly what happened, which means it was a dream sequence. So again, that's really interesting. That could be when Xavier's eyes turned black that we saw later in the trailer, that's what he was sensing. He was sensing Apocalypse, and then he did a battle with him. I personally think it was after Magneto grabbed him, after Xavier had felt Apocalypse, then Magneto grabbed him, and then, when Apocalypse is trying to take over him, possibly to use Cerebro later, this is all the plot of the story. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's really interesting. I'm really curious in how powerful really Mystique will be, because now we're going to really see her fight. Now, Mystique is an excellent fighter, but how far can she go toe-to-toe with other people's powers is more what I'm concerned with. So I'm pretty curious about this. I'm pretty curious to see, I love the way Storm looks. I thought, finally we're getting a justice to Storm. I'm sorry. I love Halle Berry to death. One of the most beautiful women in the world. Horrible Storm. Horrible comic book character. Let's just say that. Let's not mention the other one. But really, it's really just great all around. I think it did its job, and that was to give us hope that, yes, we can get over the look of Apocalypse, and it will be better. But I do believe, again, there were a lot of reshoots for it. I think that's why you don't see Apocalypse as much. He's covered a lot in this trailer. You only really see him in full pose when he's going up in the sky, like that we will rebuild a new world. That's it. Other than that, you don't really see him as often, like a full body shot. It's kind of like sideways. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Robe. He's always in a robe. So this is a difference that I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you excited for this movie? Did this change your excitement for the movie, or is it pretty much the same? Let me know in the comment section down below. This has been ROCKY, the Mainstream Movie Guy.